Hello and welcome to Kendal Mountain Festival. My name is Claire Carter and I'm the Artistic Director, and I'm going to be introducing you to Sabine APPLEBY, who is our third practitioner in our Nurture Well series of meditation. Thanks so much for joining us. Sabine is going to be leading us in a beautiful soul flow, which really is a moving meditation. She's dialing in today from London in Finsbury Park, and she trained her Ashtanga Vinyasa practice in Thailand. Before we start the session, I just want to remind you that we'll be going live tonight at 8 o'clock with our fantastic and exciting Snow Night. But we also have lots of other films available on the Festival on Demand, and we've got literature sessions going out today, including Bonnie Swee's Why We Swim, which is a really beautiful session. Okay, so I hope you've had a massive cup of tea and you're ready to enjoy a very soulful session. I'd like to bring in Sabine.
Good morning, everyone. Sabine APPLEBY over here, and hopefully you're all ready to start a lovely morning session this Saturday. So let's get onto our mats. If you have any props around, have them around your mat. As you can see, I have blocks on each side in case we need them through the practice. And to start, we'll get into a grounded lying position. So if you want to play the music, you can start the music now. Get the soles of the feet together. Allow the knees to go to the sides, and you can get your feet further forwards or closer to you, depending how your hips feel. Once you have that, rest yourself slowly down onto your spine, and allow the hands to go wherever they want to go naturally, gently closing the eyes, and feeling yourself arriving onto this mat. Noticing the breath as it is, without the need to change anything about the breath. Noticing your inhales and exhales and where the breath is going into the body. Feeling the breath in through your nose and going into your lungs. And the same way, feeling how the breath is coming out through the nose, maybe a bit warmer from how it came in, a bit cooler when it comes in, a bit warmer when it goes out. Check how you feel right now. How is the body feeling? Any parts of the body that feel a little bit tired or stiff? Maybe you want to pay a little bit more attention to those parts. Sending the breath there, nourishing the bits of the body that might need a little bit of extra attention right now. Very gently, we'll start to change our breath. So whilst you're lying down, if you want to put the hands on top of the body and feel it, you can do that, but there is no need. Allow them to be completely natural. And start sending the breath to the belly and out from the belly. So you are controlling where the breath is going towards, more of a diaphragmatic breathing. Maybe listening to the sound of the breath. And now we'll start also changing a little bit the rhythm. So we are consciously breathing. Let's exhale the breath, exhale, exhale. So we unify our inhales and exhales. Start inhaling towards the belly for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly down 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, belly softens 3, 2, 1. And continue with that breathing. Or if you have a bit of a different rhythm, a bit slower or faster, just keep your inhales and exhales the same length. Gently, let's start awakening from this lying meditation with our breath, maybe wiggling a little bit fingers and toes. Closing the knees together, you can support the knees with your hands and bring the knees into the chest if it feels nice. Squeeze them, maybe rocking a little bit from side to side. Sending the knees to the right side and support yourself with the left. You can do this whole thing maybe with your eyes closed. Maybe you open and you close them back. Sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. Get the hands to touch in your heart center. Closing eyes if you've opened them. And just connect with that voice inside of you, that spirit, that soul that you have, and what is it telling you, why you want to practice right now. Where do you want to send that energy that you will be creating for this whole hour, to yourself, maybe to someone else, maybe even to a project or something else. If you kept your eyes closed and you have a lot of light around you, let's rub our palms together once we have our intention, creating a little bit of heat and placing the palms in front of your eyes so you can blink open the eyes behind your warm palms. And let's start moving. Allow the hands to go down onto the floor. Breathe in, long spine. And exhale, send the right hand further to the right and start reaching the left hand up. Exhale, right maybe goes further to the right and left arm up. One more breath here, inhaling and exhaling. Gently bringing the left hand towards the right knee and reach the spine long. Inhale. Exhale, start taking right hand behind you. Inhale, elongating the spine. Exhaling, now you see that you're starting to twist, looking over the right shoulder. Gentle with the neck as it's still the morning, so you don't need to over twist your head. One more breath, long spine. Exhale, twist. Beautiful. Keeping the left hand where it is. Start taking the right hands above and unravel the spine. Inhaling here and exhaling. Bringing now the hands towards your shoulders as they are. Keep the elbows where they are. Inhaling, bringing elbows forward. Exhale, rounding a little bit the spine. One more inhale, elbows forwards, the hands in your shoulders, and exhale down. Beautiful, release now the hands. Taking left hand to the left side. Exhale. Inhale, reaching the right hand up. Exhale, send the left hand further to the left and right arm up. See how you feel with your neck. Because it's morning, sometimes it doesn't feel nice to look up. Just be soft. Maybe you look forwards, maybe you even look down. One more breath. Reaching, elongating. Exhale, softening. Gently bringing the right hand down towards the left knee. Exhale here. Inhale. Start wiggling your left hand behind you. And start twisting with the exhale. Inhale, elongating a little bit more so the spine unravels gently. Exhale, start twisting, looking over the left shoulder. One more breath. Inhale. And exhaling. Gently now we bring the left hand above and towards the right knee. Exhaling here. Inhale. Reach the elbows forwards, keep them where they are, and arms to your shoulders. A bit of a self-hug, even though you're keeping the elbows away from the face. Exhale to soften a little bit, maybe chin to chest. One more breath, inhaling and exhaling. Start releasing the hands in front of you. Let's go into all fours. And let's spread our fingers really widely so you can feel the mats that you have underneath, the floor that you have underneath. Fingers, the index to point forwards, and spread the rest really widely. Knees underneath your hips, shoulders above your wrists. Exhale, exhale, exhale here. Neutral spine. Start inhaling, sending the tailbone up, belly down, shoulders together, and look forwards. Stick your chin out so you feel that elongation of your throat. Exhaling, tailbone down. Push the hands down so the shoulder blades go away from each other. Inhaling, tailbone up, belly down, soft. Shoulders together and look up. Stick your chin forward. Exhale, pushing down, grounding the spine. Let's do two more with our own breaths, finding an opening with your inhale. Squeezing shoulders, exaggerating that move. And with your exhales, you round the spine into that angry cat spine. One last breath. Finding a nice movement for the spine. One last exhale. And when you finish, come into a neutral tabletop position, tucking gently the toes. Get the knees an inch from the floor, making sure the fingers are all firmly down and spread wide. Keep the belly strong. And then straighten the knees, finding a downward facing dog. Bending each knee so you can walk a little bit the dog. Maybe shaking the head, yes and no. Get a little bit of a relaxation for the head, which is so heavy, and we are carrying our heads and our thoughts every single day on top of our shoulders. Pressing the hands down, bending the knees if you need to do that so the spine is nice and long. And then making sure that your index and your thumb is really strong down so you protect the wrists. Let's find a little bit of stillness in our downward facing dog. Still with that breath. 3 or 4 counts, inhale. 3 or 4 counts, exhale. Beautiful. Let's inhale together and come into a high plank. Exhale, allow the knees to go down, the chest and the chin, not the belly yet. Elbows to the body, untucking the toes and snaking yourself forwards into a low cobra. Squeeze the glutes. Look down. Exhale, go forehead back down. Open the arms a little bit wider on the fingertips. Inhale, reach the chest to flow forwards. Maybe now you start looking more up, but careful with your neck. Exhaling, back down. Let's do one more. If you want to open even wider the arms, please do so. Inhale, squeeze the glutes. Open the heart forwards. Maybe stick the chin up. Exhale down. Bring the hands so the wrists are underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes. Sitting your hips back towards the heels and then take your glutes back up towards the ceiling. Downward facing dog. Let's do two more but moving. Inhaling into your high plank. Exhaling, knees, chest and chin, the elbows to the body. So we get used to that bend of the elbows. Inhale, low cobra. Look down, squeeze the glutes and tucking toes. Exhale, tuck the toes, sit back, and then downward facing dog. One more like this. Inhaling into your high plank. Exhaling, knees down, chest and chin, elbows hug your ribs. Inhale, low cobra, look down. Exhale, tuck the toes, sit back, and downward facing dog. Take one more breath here. Pressing the knuckles of your fingers. Exhaling, softening yourself down, engaging maybe a little bit more parts of the muscles that you know that maybe need a bit of awakening right now. Let's inhale a right leg towards the ceiling, bend the knee, open the hip a little bit so the heel goes towards the left glute. And exhale, bring the knee closer to your chest and step it down, releasing the left knee down and tucking the left toes. Reach right hand up and forward. Inhale. Exhale, back behind your big circle with the shoulder. Two more like this. Inhale, reaching forward the arm. and up. Exhale, back behind you, circle. And down, brushing the floor. Inhale, last time. Forwards, up. Exhale, back behind you, brushing the floor. Okay, so from here, start bending your left knee and try to bring your heel closer to your left glute. If you want, you can grab hold of the foot and start squeezing it in towards you. Your left hand is supporting you here. Your right knee is bending, so you have the support of that foot down as well. If you have a strap, you can put a strap. No much stress. Shine the heart up. So you twist yourself, the torso, towards the ceiling. Just one more breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Release the hand if you are holding and softly place it down. Don't try to drop it down. You don't want to wake up any neighbors. Hand goes back down. Tuck the back toe and send your right leg back into the ceiling for a three-legged dog and then step it down. Downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Left leg, inhale it up. Bend the knee. The heel goes to the right glute, so you open a little bit the hip. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest and step it in between your hands. You can help the foot forwards if you need to. Right knee down, release the right toes. Keep the right hand down. Reach left hand forwards, up. Exhale behind you. Brush the floor. Inhaling forwards, big circles, up. Exhale behind, brushing the floor. One more, inhale forwards, up, behind. Exhaling down. And now take your hands up. So we want to reach our right heel towards our right glute and see if you can grab hold of the toes, back of the foot, and you squeeze your hips downwards and the heel closer to your glute. So eventually you feel the quad here stretching really nicely. And you twist the chest up. One more breath. Squeeze the glutes, see if that helps you. Exhaling, releasing the hands, releasing slowly the right leg down. Squaring back the front foot, tuck the right toes, and swipe your left leg out to three-legged dog and step it down. Nice. Let's start walking our feet towards our hands, gently, gently, until we find a lovely ragdoll for our spine. You can bend the opposite elbows and you just hold there and swing from side to side, or you might like to open a little bit the shoulders so you interlace the hands behind you and you squeeze that fist you create with the two hands down towards the floor. But bend the knees here so your spine gets the release rather than trying to keep your knees straight and then you don't get a nice fold for the spine. So you want to feel the belly onto your thighs. Shake the head, yes and no. So it's nice and heavy and released. Gently relaxing the hands back down from wherever you were holding them. Chin to the chest, hands heavy, head heavy. Micro bending the knees, everyone. Start coming up, vertebra by vertebra, slowly, slowly. Really mindful movement of the spine up into a stand. Let's really get warm with a bit of a sun salutation, and then we'll go into the main flow. So get the toes together to touch at the front of the mat, heels slightly apart. Hands can be shining forward. Open the chest to the front. Let's come first to our toes. Inhale. Feel your calves here working. Feel your quads, your glutes squeezing, and the belly coming also upwards. Energy basically coming up. Exhale, let's go back down. Take all the toes off the floor. And then spread them widely down. Maybe you can check and see how wide you can go with your toes. Exhale. Let's unify breath and movement. Inhale. Hands up, look to the thumbs. Exhale, prayer through the body. Fall down forward. Hands down on the floor. Bend the knees if you can't reach. Inhaling. Hands on the shins. Find a flat back. Imagine you have a double chin, so the head is going back. Exhale, hands back down. Stepping right leg back, left leg back into that high plank. And you shift forwards. Bend the elbows to the body. Chaturanga. Inhale. Untucking toes and finding either up dog or cobra poses. Exhaling, downwards facing dog. Let's do again some movement. Inhale back to your plank. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin, unless you really want to do a chaturanga and tuck the toes. Inhale, cobra, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, send the hips back and downward facing dog. 2 more breaths now in down dog. Noticing where is the breath, where is the mind. Are you here or are you traveling somewhere else? Pressing all the knuckles down. Inhaling, elongating the spine up. Exhaling, imagine that your chest goes closer towards your thighs. Look in between those thighs maybe so the neck is long. Inhale, let's come to the tiptoes. Bend the knees, look forwards. Step the right leg and the left to meet at the front in a halfway lift. Again, hands on the shins, flat back. Exhale, fall down. Reach the hands up, prayer up, looking out the thumbs. Exhale, Samastiti and Mountain Tadasana. Again, inhale, hands up, looking to the thumbs. Exhale, prayer through the body, folding down, bend the knees so the hands are flat. Inhaling, hands on the shins, flat back. Exhaling, hands down, stepping left and then right into your high plank. Shift forwards a little bit and bend the elbows to the body. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, opening the chest forwards, maybe sticking the chin up. Exhaling, downwards facing dog. Inhale back into that high plank. Core strong. Exhale, knees down, chest, chin down. Untuck the toes, neck forwards into your cobra. Squeezing glutes. Exhale, sit back, and then downwards facing dog. Let's take a few breaths here. Finding if the mind is drifting, that in these downwards facing dogs, it's a good point to connect back with that soul inside of you, that intention that you've set, that connection of mind, body, and spirit. Finding your own center. Let's inhale to the toes. Bending knees, looking forwards, stepping left and then right, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold down, forward. Brush the hands up, look up to the palms, up to the thumbs, and exhale through the body, Samastiti, and to the sides, Tadasana pose. Beautiful. Now let's go into the main flow. So get your toes together, thighs together. We're going to go into a chair pose. If you like chair usually with legs separated, then maybe on your hip width. I find it's actually helpful to squeeze my feet. So exhale here, connect to the ground. And let's inhale, bend the knees. Send the hands forwards, maybe upwards. See if you can see the toes. If not, maybe the knees are way too forward. Find the weight going back as if you have a chair. Squeezing the thighs. Inhale one more. And exhale, folding down, folds. Beautiful. Let's bend the left knee only. Keep the right knee straight. Left arm down or on a block. Reach the right hand upwards, looking up to the right thumb. So you have a point of focus, a drishti. 2 more breaths. Inhale, find that lovely stretch for your right glute, right hamstring. One last exhale to bring the hand down. And then really slowly start bringing yourself up with the left knee coming up as well with you. So the right leg is already strong down. And then you send the left leg back behind you into a lovely high lunge. Beautiful. Let's reach the hands up and exhale, left arm forwards, right arm back, a little bit of a twist. Let's reach the right hand onto our left thigh and start taking left arm up. Opening now the chest to the ceiling. Maybe you want to connect with your heart. So left hand goes onto your heart center. Gently coming back forward, straightening the front knee. Now twisting. So your hips are facing your left side of the mat. And then you shuffle the leg a little bit forwards. If you find that you opened way too widely, open the hands into your shoulder height. Reach forward, send the hips back. And exhale until your right hand goes somewhere onto your right foot and your left arm up. Imagine you have a wall behind you, So the chest is not being shy here and trying to close down. You have the space to open as if you were doing that twist we did on the floor. Same thing. Beautiful. Gently coming back up, inhaling, exhaling, bending the front knee, taking the hands behind you. Reach the chest up, inhale. Exhale, open the right leg further to the right and fold down forward, humble warrior. See if your head goes close to the floor, amazing. If not, and you're a little bit scared, maybe, just try to relax, even if you're higher up. 2 more breaths. So you are opening your heart center here as well with that interlaced hands that are pressing down to the floor. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, soften the head down. Next inhale, core brings you back up into a standing position. Open the hands back into a warrior two. And from here, we want to go back forwards. So we'll change a little bit our hands. If you have the block, bring it close. Send now the left hand down to the floor, right hand up, and find a little bit of a gentle push. So the left leg comes off the floor now. The right hand is up. You have your fingertips of the left down. Either flex the left toes or point them, just so you're aware of them. And maybe you want to look even over the right shoulder, or you keep the right hand onto your hip of the right side. One more breath. You're doing amazing. Gently looking back, down to the floor if you were looking over, bringing the left knee to bend and start taking your left hand off the floor, left knee towards your chest in front of you. And then maybe you want to kick it for a second and then bring it back. And we'll do a generous step back behind us again. This time, we will pivot ourselves, take your hands around as well. And we are looking at the back of our mats. Straighten both knees. Reach the hands up, inhaling, exhaling, folding down in this pyramid shape. Inhale, long spine. Exhale to fold. If your hands are not on the floor, hold onto your own leg at the front, or you have blocks. One more breath in, long spine. One more breath out to go down. Inhale. Let's bend gently now the front knee, which is our left knee at the moment, and left hand is down forward. Again, either on the floor or on the block. And you find a gentle push until you lift now the right leg up, right arm up. Bit of a half moon posture. Try not to kick too high. We want it in your hip level. And again, either flex or point, or maybe you have that movement. You're flexing and pointing the right leg, so you don't need to think about the wobbles too much. One last breath. Opening the chest. And exhale, stepping the right leg behind of your left. Take the block away if it's there, and fold down. So you have your legs kind of crossed, and you're folding and dangling down, relaxing a little bit the spine from all that balancing and playing around. We'll gently take our hands towards the center of the mat. You might need to twist, and you pivot on the toes until you are facing the right side of the mat and forwards. So here we want to strengthen a little bit the arms. You either can go a little bit up and down on your arms. Your legs are just bent on the side. Or if you have side crow, you have your knee onto the elbow and the hip onto the other elbow, and you have chaturanga arms, and you take the feet off the floor. You're looking forwards rather than down. If you start looking down, maybe your head will touch, but don't worry because you're not too far away, even if the face goes down. See, it's not too bad. Let's take one more breath, either putting a bit of weight forwards or just staying in that side crow, opening the legs if you want to. And exhale to come slowly out of your arm balancing. Taking now the hands to face the longer edge on your right side. Straighten your legs and step widely your left leg to go towards the front of the mat, folding down. Inhaling, Take the heels outwards and toes inwards. Exhaling, folding down. Inhale once more. And exhale. Beautiful. Now let's bring our heels inwards and toes outwards. And bend the knees, gently unraveling the spine up into a bit of a goddess pose. So let's reach the hands up and fold a little bit down. 1, 2, 3 times up and down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactusing the arms and bending the knees. Inhaling, reaching. Exhale, bending, folding down. Once more, glutes are strong. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's face forward and we're kneeling the hands down, coming to the toes of the back. And now we'll do a little bit of a playful one. So from here, you look forward, don't look back to the knee. Hands are strong, and you'll gently find an exhale to bring the right knee towards the chest, and then to step it forward. You find yourself in this seated position where your left knee is bent, your right leg is straight. Reach the left hand behind you. Inhale, reach the right hand up. Exhale, right elbow outside of your left knee and look over your left shoulder. Flex the right toes. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, press the elbow a little bit further underneath so you can twist yourself a little bit more. Flex the toes, don't forget about the toes. Inhaling, exhaling. Beautiful. Let's inhale, the face looks again to the front. Exhale, both hands to the right side so you untwist yourself a little bit. Okay, coming back to center, we'll do a little bit of glute work, coming gently down to the floor, either with core strength or with your hand support. Down, you keep the left knee still bent. Yeah, see with your left hand if you reach your left heel. Just gently, it doesn't need to be holding it. And reach now, the right leg up. Hands can be down for support, or maybe you keep them in the air if you want to use more your glutes. Exhale the air here. 3 breaths. Inhale, glutes off the floor, hips up. Point the right toes maybe to help you. Exhale down. Use your muscles of your bum. Inhaling. Exhaling. Down. Once again, inhale up. Squeeze it up. Strong glutes. Exhale down and bring now both knees into the chest. Maybe you hold behind your knee creases and you maybe go from side to side. A little bit of a release on the spine as well, like this, if it feels good. For some people, they don't like this rocking side to side, so you can keep the legs down and you can send the knees from side to side as well. Just relax a bit the breath. We are almost down on the floor on this side. See if you want to do roly-poly forwards and back on the spine, or if you want to stand gently up. So I'll show the roly-poly. You find momentum, forwards and back on the spine, and then you step your legs down on the mat and you stand up. If that doesn't work for anyone else, you can send the knees to one side, support with the up hand, and gently, with the help of your hands, come gently up. So you don't want to rush it if it doesn't work for your body this morning. So find again your grounding position. Legs together. We're going on the other side. Exhale here, send the energy down. Release and let go anything that doesn't serve you. Inhale, bring everything that does serve you in your need. Exhale once again here, standing. And then let's unify breaths. Inhale, take a seat. Bend the knees. Utkatasana pose. Hands forwards. Hold it here a few breaths. Breathing in, check your toes. If your knees are too forwards, it's just a nice alignment, long spine. Exhale, both hands down and straighten the knees. Bending now the right knee, keeping the right hand down and reaching the left hand to the ceiling. You look towards your left thumb. Inhaling, long spine. Exhale, maybe you bend a little bit more that right knee. So you find a lovely stretch on the whole of the left leg. It starts from your hip, goes all the way down to the heel. Gently bringing the left hand down. And from here, we keep the right knee close to our chest. So we come gently into a standing position and bringing the knee into our chest. Step it back behind you into that lovely high lunge. Beautiful. From high lunge, we open our hands. So our right hand is forward, left hand is back. Inhale here. Exhale, left hand towards the right thigh. And you reach then your right hand up or on your heart. Same as before. All your toes of the right are supporting you. Sometimes we put a lot of pressure on our big toe. Spread the toes through all the postures so they're supporting you. Yeah. Gently coming back into a straight spine. Reach the hands up. Exhale, ground down. Inhale here. Reaching. Exhale, stepping the right heel down, opening the stance. Straighten the front knee. Inhale, reach forwards. Hips back. Exhale, triangle pose. Looking up towards your right thumb or just towards that right arm. Again, same thing. If you feel that your chest is pointing forward, try to imagine you have a wall behind you, so the chest is revolving up, shining that spirit of yours, that colors of yours up. One last breath. And then inhale, sending the hands up into shoulder height. So you bend back the front knee, interlace the hands behind you. If you had a specific interlace, change which thumb is on top. Maybe an awkward interlace. Inhale, reach up your chest. Exhale, open the left leg of each side to the left, and humble warrior down, folding down. So both legs are awake here. Make sure your front knee is bending. And try not to melt your upper body onto the thigh. It's in the air. It's floating in the air. Maybe the head is reaching down if you have that bend really deep already, but otherwise it's in the air. Next inhale, the interlace takes you back up and you can open your hands. Again, we'll come into that twisted lunge. So your right hand goes down on the floor or on the block, whatever feels best, and a gentle lift and push. Your right leg is up in the air, left arm up or left arm holding on your left hip. Flex or point the right toes. Strong standing leg, but if you need a bit of a bend, please find a little bit of a bend on it. And again, you either look down or up over the left shoulder. Just one more breath. Gently from here, we'll start bringing a bend to our right knee. Look down if you were looking over the shoulder. And we bring our right knee into our chest without the help of our hands, if possible. So the help of your muscles are here. Maybe stretching it forward, bending it back, and stepping it generously back behind you. So we pivot ourselves to the back of our mat again. Straight both knees. The legs are parallel to each other, not in one line. Both heels down. Okay, let's reach hands up. Inhale, open yourself, extend. Exhale to fold down in your pyramid pose. Again, you might have blocks around. Reaching, extending, creating space with your inhale. Folding down, surrendering, and letting go of anything that doesn't serve you. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhale. From here, can see if you need a block or not to the front. Bend that front knee, and we take our left foot gently off the floor, opening the hip to the side and up to the ceiling, and left arm up, half moon. Again, flex or point. See what works for you. Or maybe you play with that. You play with a flex and a point constantly. Maybe that keeps your leg awake. One last breath here until we fold into that nice dangling position. Exhaling, left leg behind your right that is standing, and you fall down. And now you're probably towards the back of the mat. See how that makes you feel, that cow going around on your mat rather than the standard being always to the front of your mat. Dangle here, your spine, your head relaxed. Maybe it confused you completely. Maybe it brought a nice morning excitement. Okay, we'll gently bring the hands towards the center of the mat. And again, we want to untangle our knees. So we come to the toes and we do our side crawl or a little bit of balance towards the hands without lifting the feet. So we have now our right leg towards our arms. Last time we had our left. Hands are forward and spread widely. As I say, you just bend the elbows and put a bit of weight if you want. So you get a little bit of strengthening and muscle memory for this. Or you put the hip onto the right elbow and the knee onto the left, and you lift the feet off the floor. You can straighten legs if you want to play further. Whatever feels good this morning. 2 more breaths. Find a little bit of playfulness in you. Doesn't need to be too serious. And as I say, even if you fall, you're not too far from the floor, so there's not going to be any broken noses. Don't worry. Beautiful, nice work, everyone. Gently coming back with the feet down and placing now the hands. So the fingers are pointing towards the left side of your mat. Straighten the legs and step widely your right leg towards the front of the mat. Sorry, I'm going to rotate other way around just so I don't have my band towards you, folding down. Inhale, reaching, taking the hands on your hips. Exhale, folding down. Elbows are trying to kiss each other here. Inhale, toes towards each other, heels outwards. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, one more. And exhale down. Gently take the hands maybe down to support. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees. And again, unravel the spine up. We'll do again those glute work goddess pose. So bend the knees, sitting down. Reach the hands up. Inhale. Both knees straighten. Exhale, cactusing the arms, bending the knees. Inhaling, reaching. Exhaling down. Inhale, reach. Squeeze the glutes whilst you're doing this. Exhale down. The shakes are welcome. Inhaling. Last one. Exhaling. Beautiful. Now we go to the front again, swaying the front foot, and we kind of kick our left leg forward. Careful, you don't want to look down so then the kick comes into your eye. That's why you bring the knee to the chest and then you sit down. Now we have our left leg extended, right knee bent, flex the left toes. Right hand behind you, reaching, inhaling, the left arm reaches up as if there is a nice fruit and you want to grab hold of it. Exhale, elbow outside the right knee and looking over the right shoulder, flexing left toes. Don't forget about the toes. Inhaling, long spine. Exhale, twist. Inhale, creating space. Exhaling, releasing anything that doesn't serve you. One more breath, inhaling. And exhaling, both glutes are down. Let's inhale so the face is facing back forward. Exhale, counter twist to the left. And come back straight spine. Keep the legs where they are. You go slowly down to the floor, either with your core strength or with the help of your hands. Right knee still bent. Reach the left toes up. Hands either down or in the air. Inhale. Up the hips. Squeeze the glutes hard. Rock. Exhale down. Inhaling upwards. Exhale, grounding down. One more inhale. Engaging the muscles of your legs. Exhale down. Beautiful. And now we can bring both knees again into our chest, rocking from side to side. We're gently going into the floor. So we don't need to do the roly-poly anymore into a stand. So see how you feel now. If you want to allow the legs still down and then rock them from side to side, that can work nicely. Relaxing a little bit the breath. Keeping the arms now in cactus position, down on the floor so both shoulders are down. Bend the knees up and send both knees to the right side to the floor. Maybe touch them, but then we want to inhale without holding the knees with our hands. Send the knees back to center. Exhale, knees to the left side of the floor. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, knees to the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. One last time each side. Inhale, knees to center. Exhale, knees down to the right. Inhaling, this is the complete last. Exhale to the left. And bring the knees into your chest. Squeeze. If that feels nice, a little bit of a hug, maybe forehead to the knees. Creating a small ball with yourself. And then going back down. Send the knees again back to one side. Unless you want to rock forwards and back until you find a seat. And finding a little bit of a seated position. You can find either cross-legged again, you might want to sit on a block, or maybe you want to come into millet. Whatever feels good, find a little bit of stillness, close the eyes. Either the hands facing down or up. We'll do a little bit of breathing here before we go into complete stillness down as well. So whilst you're sitting here, let's bring our hands to the body. So you can place one hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Do a little bit of a wavy breath here. Eyes can be closed so you can feel the sensation of the breath. Inhaling, expanding the belly, expanding the ribs, shining the heart. Exhale, heart softens, ribs close, belly goes closer to your spine, down behind. Inhale, belly expands, ribs open, heart opens. Exhale, heart softens, ribs soften, belly back down. Inhaling belly, ribs, and chest. Exhaling chest, ribs soften, belly softens. Inhaling belly, ribs, and heart. Exhaling heart softens down, ribs, and belly. Inhaling, expanding yourself inside, creating this massive space inside of you. Exhaling, allowing all the air out from the lungs, out from the body. Full capacity of your lungs. Inhale, and the full capacity of your lungs, exhale it out. Take one more breath in and out. Gently you can release the hands back down, keep the eyes closed. Noticing the breath, observing the body. See how you feel without any judgment. Noticing the energy that you have already created. The color of the light that you've decided to bring to yourself. Softening the shoulders heavy. Spine long. Relaxed forehead. Relaxed jaw. And if it feels nice, warm up your palms before you open the eyes. Placing the palms in front of your eyes and maybe massage that hairline whilst you blink open your eyes behind your palms. Let's relax the hands, sit to one side, release the legs forward, and we'll do a little bit of a fold before we completely go down on our backs. So bringing the right knee to our chest and open the knee down to the floor. So you create three bows with your legs. Flex the left. Slow breathing now. Reaching hands up. And exhale to fold gently down. Take a halfway lift. Back inhale. And exhale. Torso down towards the extended left foot. folding down. Wherever you're holding, I know I'm holding my foot, but let's say you're holding your calf, hold from there and allow the elbows to go to the side so you have more space for your upper body to fold down rather than keeping the elbows close to you and then you can't fold down basically. Breathing in and breathing out to soften further down. So our breaths are really powerful. When we are stretching our muscles like this, we need that oxygen to go to the body. That's why we're really focusing on that breath in and breath out in a yoga practice. And in any practice, your breath is so important, even if you're running, cycling, hiking, anything you're doing. A correct breath will allow the practice to be a little bit more enjoyable. Let's take one breath in for a flat back, inhaling. Exhaling, take the right hand behind you, point the left toes. We'll open once again our heart here. Squeeze the glutes up, take the hips off the floor, reach the left hand behind you for a wild thing. You can, again, put the left hand on your heart if you want. Connect with that spirit inside. Exhale, glutes go gently back down and come spine to center. Bring the knee to center and release it out. Bring left knee to the chest and allow it to go down to the floor down. From here again, reach the hands long up. Exhale, holding down. Torso to the extended right foot. Inhale and exhale. It's nice to find a little bit of a flat back before you go down. Just so you find that extension of your spine becoming long with every breath. And we are trying here not to just touch our forehead down. We want all of the vertebrae of the spine to elongate rather than round. Because once we're rounding, the disc of the vertebrae are changing position here. So we want a nice neutral type of spine, long, as if we are trying to become taller. Few more breaths. Try to slow down the breath. Try to get your exhales a bit longer. Awakening now the parasympathetic nervous system. Taking one more breath. One more breath out. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, relax the hands from your feet. Take the left hand behind you, point the right toes, and take the glutes off the floor with an inhale. Wild thing here. Open again the chest up towards the ceiling. You can connect right hand to your heart center. Strong body. Gently hips back down, sitting down, and torso back to center. Bring the left knee and relax. We'll go down onto our spine. So take the hands back to the floor and head back to the floor. Let's bring a bit of a gentle twist before we completely close. Knees into the chest. We don't do the core any longer, don't worry. Both knees to the right side on the floor. Opening the left arm to the left side, left ear to the left on the floor. So we want both shoulders down. You can hold the knees down to the right side with your right hand. Closing eyes, maybe, so you can start slowing down parts of the body, the senses of the visual senses coming slowly down. Noticing really back the breath, even though we were here with our breath. You know, very naturally sometimes we forget about the breath, we just listen to the cues. So come back to your own breath. Gently head back to center. Bring the knees back to center. Inhale, squeeze the knee. And exhale, send them to the left side, opening right arm to the right side. You can practice it if you don't have the space. And right ear down, so both shoulders are down. If you find that your right shoulder is coming up, maybe your knees need to go further down rather than too close to your chest. because it can be a little bit intense sometimes. Noticing the breath, very gently. Slowly closing eyes as well if it feels good. Bring your head back to center, knees back to center, squeeze them in, and then relax them down to the sides of the floor into a nice open Shavasana position, your corpse pose, where you don't need to hold anything. Close the eyes. If you need anything else, any layer on, any lights off, do that as well. Or gently start guiding the Shavasana. So squeeze a little bit your shoulders together, not too intense, so you're puffing your chest, just so there is space for the chest. Chin gravitates to that chest as well, so that elongation of the spine is continuing. You don't need a flat back. Our backs have a neutral sensation. They have a nice S curve in places, so allow that. Allow the arches to be there. Inhale deeply through the nose. Open the mouth, relax it out. Inhale deeply through the nose. Opening the mouth, relax it out. One last time, inhaling. Open the mouth, exhale, and let go. Exhale the lips back to close. And now return to a natural breathing without the need to do anything else, to prove anything else, to move anything. Just surrender down to the floor. Eyes closed. Feeling that release of the physical body, release of the mental part as well. So the thinking stops for a bit. There is a bit of quietness in your head. Settle in the here and now. Reach down into the center where the world is not spinning, and drink this holy peace. Feel relief flood into every cell. Nothing to do, nothing to be, but what you are already. Nothing to receive, but what flows effortlessly from the mystery into form. Nothing to run from or run towards, just this breath. Awareness knowing itself as embodiment, just this breath. Awareness waking up to truth. Letting yourself sink into stillness. Lay down all the weight you patiently bear upon your shoulders. Feel the earth receive you, and the infinite expanse of the sky grow even wider. Very slowly start bringing a deeper breath in, a bit of a wiggle for the fingers and the toes. Eyes are still closed. Maybe you start circling the wrists and the ankles here. Maybe head goes from side to side. It feels nice. You can interlace the hands and send them above the head and the toes to the other side. Long stretch, inhale. And long exhale, knees back into yourself so you can hug yourself with a lot of love and kindness. Allowing the knees to go down to the right side of the floor. Staying here with your eyes closed in fetal position so you can support their head with your right arm. Check with yourself, how do you feel now? Remember in the beginning when you did that body scan and you found maybe places where you found maybe a bit of stiffness or tiredness or something that needed more attention. Check how they feel now. And see for all the places where you found openness and space, if you could open even wider. Eyes still closed, support yourself. Lift the left arm up into a comfortable cross-legged seat. Rotating to the front of the mat towards where the screen is. And bring the hands to touch back in the Anjali Mudra in your heart center, thumbs to the heart and heart back to the thumbs, connecting the body and the spirit. Bowing your head down towards yourself, your own inner teacher, your own inner guru. With gratitude for the body, gratitude for being able to move, gratitude for the breath. Saying thank you, thank you, thank you to your own self. Bringing thumbs in between your eyebrows, connect your mind and your body. The divine light within me bows and acknowledges the divine light within every single one of you. Thank you for practicing with me. Thank you for everyone that joins, and thank you for sharing that energy with us all. Namaste.
Hi everyone, and thanks so much, Sabine. That was really beautiful. We hope you'll have a lovely day. Please check out the rest of the festival. This was presented by BAM, who are a beautiful sustainable clothing company. Enjoy your day, and thank you very much.